Have you ever felt like you're at war with yourself, battling a silent force within that seems to cloud your judgment and strain your relationships? That force has a name. It's called the ego. Often misunderstood, the ego is not just about pride or self-esteem. It's the voice that whispers doubts and fuels our insecurities, leading us to make decisions that don't truly align with who we are or what we want. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the ego, exploring how this invisible architect shapes our lives and what happens when we challenge its blueprints. Imagine a life where you're not constantly trying to prove something, a life free from the exhausting pursuit of approval. How liberating would that be? Join me as we uncover the paths to not only understanding this inner adversary, but mastering it, paving the way for genuine connections and a fulfilling life. Ready to break free? Let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Understanding the ego. Imagine walking through a crowded street, absorbed in your thoughts, feeling a mix of emotions as you navigate through your day. That voice in your head that constantly judges, compares, and pushes you to react. It's your ego. Not just a simple sense of self, but a complex tapestry woven from your past experiences, your fears, and your desires. It acts like an invisible director of your personal movie, subtly guiding your actions and reactions, often without you even realizing it. Now think about the last time you felt slighted or overlooked at work, or when a friend's offhand comment made you snap. These aren't just random feelings. They're your ego in action, stepping in to protect your sense of self. But at what cost? It often means we react in ways that don't truly reflect our deeper values or intentions. By recognizing these patterns, we start to see how our ego shapes our interactions and colors our perceptions. And here's the twist. Once we understand this, we can choose a different path. We can decide to respond rather than react, to listen rather than defend. It's like stepping into the sunlight after being confined in a shadowy room. Suddenly, you see the world more clearly, and your place in it becomes more peaceful and connected. This understanding isn't just enlightening, it's liberating. It opens up new avenues for deeper relationships and more meaningful choices in our lives. Ready to see how? Let's keep going. The illusion of separation. Ever felt alone in a room full of people? That's not just you. It's your ego painting a picture of separation. This illusion convinces us that we're fundamentally different from those around us, that our struggles are unique. But here's a thought. What if that separation is just a trick of the mind, a barrier we unknowingly build? Let's unpack this. The ego thrives on differences. It labels, compares, and competes. It whispers, "You're not like them," or "You don't belong." These thoughts aren't just fleeting. They shape how we interact with the world. When we see ourselves as separate, we might hold back from offering help, or we withdraw emotionally, building walls instead of bridges. The impact? It's profound. This sense of isolation can lead to loneliness, misunderstanding, and conflict. On a larger scale, it influences social dynamics, fueling divisions within communities and even nations. But imagine a world where we recognize that this separation is an illusion. Suddenly, the commonalities between us become clearer, and our shared human experiences draw us closer. By challenging the ego's narrative of separation, we open the door to deeper connections and a more compassionate world. Let's explore how we can dissolve these barriers together, finding unity in our shared humanity. Pathways to overcoming the ego. Stepping beyond the ego isn't just a journey inward, it's about extending ourselves outward too. Let's delve into practical, everyday actions that can gently shift our focus from me to we, nurturing a sense of connection that dissolves the ego's barriers. First, consider mindfulness, a simple yet powerful tool. It's about being fully present in the moment, whether you're washing dishes, listening to music, or talking to a friend. Mindfulness quiets the chatter in our minds, the part that feeds on past regrets and future anxieties, the breeding grounds of the ego. Just by breathing deeply and observing your surroundings without judgment, you begin to weaken the ego's grip on your life. Next, acts of kindness. These can be as simple as a smile to a stranger, helping a neighbor with groceries, or complimenting a colleague. Each act, no matter how small, creates ripples that reach far beyond the initial interaction. It reinforces the interconnectedness of our lives, reminding us that we're part of a larger whole. And then there's community. Engaging in community activities, whether online or in your local area, expands your sense of belonging and purpose. It could be joining a book club, volunteering at a shelter, or participating in a local cleanup. These activities bring us face to face with the lives of others, breaking down the ego's narrative of separation and superiority. Incorporating these practices into your daily routine isn't just about changing habits. It's about transforming the way you experience life and connect with the world. Imagine the peace and fulfillment in stepping out of the ego's shadow and into a life of genuine engagement. Let's explore these steps together and witness the change they bring. The role of self-awareness in ego management. Let's dive deep into the heart of self-awareness and its pivotal role in managing the ego's subtle influences. Understanding self-awareness isn't just about recognizing our thoughts and feelings. It's about gaining a clear perspective on how these internal dynamics shape our lives and relationships. Imagine self-awareness as the brightest light in a dark room, illuminating corners previously shrouded in shadow. This light allows us to see our true selves, beyond the masks we wear and the stories we tell. By engaging in simple practices like journaling our daily experiences, reflecting on our emotions, and sitting quietly in mindfulness meditation, we begin to peel back the layers of our constructed identities. For example, consider the story of Zoe, who felt stuck in a cycle of negativity and self-doubt. Through consistent self-reflection and meditation, Zoe gradually recognized these patterns as echoes of her ego trying to protect itself. This realization empowered her to make choices from a place of understanding and compassion, rather than fear and defensiveness. Her relationships improved, and conflicts became less frequent and intense, transforming her approach to life's challenges. Now, I invite you to reflect. When has being more self-aware shifted your perspective or changed the way you made a decision? Share your experiences in the comments below. Engaging with these practices isn't just about self-improvement. It's about transforming how we interact with the world, leading to deeper connections and more genuine interactions. Transforming challenges into opportunities. Imagine you're facing a mountainous challenge, one that feels insurmountable. Maybe it's a job loss, a failed relationship, or a personal setback. These moments, though tough, aren't just obstacles. They are hidden opportunities for growth and self-discovery. How we react to these challenges can redefine our path forward, shaping us into more resilient and understanding individuals. Let's take the story of Grace, for instance. Grace lost her job unexpectedly and felt her world was crumbling. Instead of letting despair take over, she used this time to reflect on what she truly wanted from her career. She began to volunteer at a local nonprofit, something she'd always wanted to do but never had the time for. This experience not only provided her with a sense of purpose, but also led to a job offer in a field she was passionate about, something she never would have explored otherwise. Or consider Liam, who went through a tough breakup that left him questioning his worth. By facing his pain head-on, attending counseling, and joining support groups, he discovered a deep strength and empathy he hadn't recognized before. These qualities have since helped him build stronger, more honest relationships. These stories aren't just about overcoming, they're about transforming. Each challenge nudged Grace and Liam closer to deeper self-awareness and new paths they hadn't considered. When we start to view difficulties as catalysts, we're not just surviving, we're thriving. Think about the challenges in your own life. Could they be the gateways to a version of you that's waiting to emerge? Cultivating resilience against ego-driven behaviors. Building resilience is not just about bouncing back from challenges. It's about growing stronger through them and holding on to your true self, especially when faced with the subtle yet persistent pressures of the ego. Let's explore how you can cultivate resilience and remain authentic, even when your ego tries to take the lead. Resilience in this context means more than endurance. It involves recognizing ego-driven behaviors, like snapping at criticism or feeling threatened by others' success, and choosing a response that aligns with your values, not your immediate impulses. To develop this kind of resilience, start with setting clear boundaries. This isn't about shutting people out, but about knowing where your limits are and respecting them, which in turn teaches others to respect them too. Practicing assertiveness is another key step. It's about expressing your thoughts and feelings confidently without being aggressive. It's okay to state what you need and why it's important to you. Alongside, embracing vulnerability plays a crucial role. It might seem counterintuitive, but showing your true self, including your fears and weaknesses, can actually strengthen your resilience. It connects you to others in meaningful ways, reducing the ego's hold on your self-image. Let's take Olivia's story as an example. Faced with a highly competitive work environment, Olivia felt constant pressure to outperform her colleagues, which strained her mental health and relationships. By choosing to set boundaries, being assertive about her needs and openly discussing her challenges, Olivia not only improved her work-life balance, but also fostered a healthier, more supportive team dynamic. Now think about where you could apply these strategies in your life. When have you felt pushed by your ego to act against your deeper interests? How could resilience change your response? Share your thoughts and experiences below. Building resilience isn't just about dealing with the present, it's about shaping a future where you lead with authenticity. Before we close out today's discussion, let's quickly recap the ground we've covered. We've delved into the complex nature of the ego, examining how it influences our daily interactions and even our sense of self. We've identified the illusion of separation it creates and explored actionable steps to diminish its impact through mindfulness, kindness, and community engagement. We've also seen how challenges can transform from obstacles to opportunities for profound personal growth. Now share your journey with us in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. How has the ego touched your life? Can you share instances where recognizing its influence made a real difference? Your stories inspire us all, fostering a community of support and understanding. I sincerely hope you have found enrichment from joining me on this journey today. If this conversation sparked something within you, check out our other videos for more insights into personal and spiritual growth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to keep updated with my latest content. Wishing you a journey filled with boundless spiritual growth. Have a blessed day. Find the love and light within yourself.